Dear students, hope you are great. Today we are going to take Unit 1, Lesson 2, Chemistry of Life. What are atoms and molecules? The matter that you encountered every day, both living and non-living things, it's made of cell. So any matter around us made up of cell. All cells or all matter are made up of atoms and molecules. Not all atoms are the same. There are 100 types of atoms that occurs naturally on Earth. So we have more than 100 types of elements or 100 type of atoms. These different type of atoms are known as elements. So these atoms called an element. For like what? Like carbon. This is an element. Copper element. Iron Fe element. Like oxygen O2 element, hydrogen H2 element. All of those are elements. Example, oxygen gas is a colorless gas made up of oxygen atom. Gold element is a shiny metal made up of gold atom. An element is a substance that cannot be broken down into simpler substance. Like oxygen, made up of only one type of atom, which is O, oxygen. So we cannot break this element or this substance. Another example, carbon made up of only one atom of carbon, which is C, so we cannot break it. Smallest unit of element that maintain the properties of that element is called an atom. So the smallest particle in an element that maintain the properties of that element is called an atom. Like here, oxygen O2. So here we have two atoms of oxygen. We have here two atoms of oxygen. So the smallest particles of an element is called an atom. What are the 6 main elements that make up the human body? We have 6 elements, like the oxygen, which is the percent of oxygen in your body, 65%, carbon 18.5, hydrogen 9.5, nitrogen 3.3, calcium 1.5, phosphorus 1, 19 other elements 1.2. What are atoms and molecules? What's meant by molecules? We should know the meaning of molecules. What's meant by molecules? Group of atoms held together by chemical bond. Like what? Like H2O, water here. Made up of 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen, holded by or bonded by chemical bond. This called a bond. This line called a bond. Look. This line called the molecules. Another example, O2. 2 oxygen, this is a molecule. Another example, carbon dioxide, CO2, carbon, oxygen, this is called a molecule. So molecule, group of atoms, this is a group of atoms held together or bonded together by chemical bond. This is called the chemical bond. Example, molecule of water is made up of 1 oxygen atom bonded to the 2 hydrogen atom. Some molecules are made up of only one type of atom. Most molecules are made up of the 2 or more type of atom. What about compound? Compound is a molecule. Type of molecules is a substance made up of atom of 2 or more elements joined by chemical bond. So compound is a type of molecules but made up of 2 or more type of elements, made up of 2 or more elements or 2 or more type of elements, like water, H2O. Here we have 2 types of element, hydrogen and oxygen. So this molecule is called a compound. Like another example, carbon dioxide. This is a molecule, but which type? Compound, made up of carbon and oxygen, made up of 2 type of element or 2 types of atom. So what about oxygen O2? Oxygen, yes, it's made up of 2 oxygen, but 2 same types. So this is not a compound. This is a molecule, but not a compound. This is an element. What are some important type of molecule? Most molecules found in cells are a compound. So we have in a cell a compound. Compound have a different properties than the element that make them. Organisms need certain types of molecules for growth, repair, and other life processes. So we need molecules, or we need the compounds for growth, repair, and life process. Organisms use the nutrients for energy and the building material, as we need the nutrients or vitamins and nutrients to build and for energy. First example of molecules, lipid is a fat molecule. It's very important type of molecules in your body or in your cell. Lipid is a fat molecules or molecule that has a similar properties. Lipids do not mix with water. They have many jobs in cells, such as storing energy. So the importance of lipids or fat molecules in your body, as it store energy. So the function of fat or lipids to store what? To store energy. Fat and oil are lipids that store energy that organism can use when they need it. Your cell get lipids from a food such as olive oil and fish. So we get lipids, or we get these fats molecules from olive oil, or from food like olive oil and fish. The importance of lipids again, as it needed to store energy. What happened to lipid when you run, when you play? What happened to this fat? It will give us energy. Protein, what's meant by protein? It's a molecules made up of smaller molecules called amino acid. Protein, like meat, like chicken. Let's imagine this is a piece of meat made up of smaller particles or smaller molecules. Like, let's imagine this is a smaller molecules. This each one called amino acid. So what happened to the meat, or to this protein, to the meat? When you eat food high in protein such as meat, what happens when you eat a meat? When you eat a meat, this food will be broken down into your body, and into your body will be broken into amino acid. So what's important of amino acid? Amino acids is very important to build and repair a body structure. If you have injury in your skin or in your leg, what happened? Your body use this protein to repair or to build this your body structure, or to repair this injury. So if you have injury, let's imagine this is an injury in your skin. This is an injury in your skin. So what happened? Your body take this protein to build or repair this injury. Protein called enzyme help chemical process happen in cells. Carbohydrate, which is the last one. Carbohydrates are molecules include sugar and starch and fibers. Carbohydrate present in pasta, present in sugar, present in starch, and in fibers. Cell uses carbohydrates for energy and energy storing, like fat and lipids. So our body cell use this carbohydrate for what? For energy storage, like lipids is the same as lipids. Cell break down the carbohydrate to release the energy. We have two types here of carbohydrates: simple carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates. What is the difference between simple and complex? Simple carbohydrate, like table sugar, are made of one or few sugars linked together. So simple carbohydrate, like table sugar, like normal sugar that we eat, table sugar, are made of one or few sugars linked together, made up of one or few sugar linked together like this. So what about complex? Complex carbohydrates such as pasta, pizza, starch contain many sugars molecules linked together, while complex carbohydrates contain many sugars linked together, like pasta, like pizza, like starch. So we have two types of carbohydrates: simple and complex. Simple, like table sugar, consists of few sugars linked together, while complex made up of or consists of many sugars linked together. Complex carbohydrate, like pasta, starch, and so on. We have three important molecules in our body: lipids, proteins, and carbohydrate. Lipids and carbohydrate use it to store the energy when we need, as when we run or when we play. What's happened? Your body break down the lipid and carbohydrate to release the energy, as we need when you run, when you play, we need an energy. And also we have protein like present in meat. A protein composed of or made of molecules, smaller molecules called amino acid. This amino acid is very important to build and repair our body structure. And that's it. Thanks for watching.